When it comes to real estate, can you buy anything in Newport Beach for less than $1 million? If you're new to this channel or you haven't yet done so, please subscribe, engage, share, all that fun stuff, even that bell, because when you do it, you tell YouTube that you're vibing with me and they like it when people vibe with me and my channel, and it's a free way to support me, and I really appreciate it. So let's get back into it. So you might be thinking, this has to be clickbait. But it's not. You can actually buy a home in Newport for less than $1 million, as long as you're okay with a condo or a townhome. P.S. A condo or a townhome is an amazing way to get your foot in the door in one of the most expensive cities in the entire nation. There's a bunch of options in the sub-million market, and here are 4 communities that you can start. As always, if you want more information, my contact information is in the description, and I'd love to be a resource for you. So let's jump right in. The first community I'd like to highlight is called Newport Terrace. This community was built in 1974. It's got about 300-ish units, and they're going in the high 800s and the low 900s today. Obviously, prices are still rising in Newport Beach, and by the end of this year or maybe next year, they may surpass the $1 million milestone. So if you're capped at $1 million, you better make a move on it. Now check it out. In this community, you're looking at about 1,400 square feet for a 3-bed, 2.5 bath for about $900,000. The location isn't super close to the beach. It's actually a bit more inland, adjacent to Westside Costa Mesa, super close to the Santa Ana River, adjacent to Huntington Beach. The second community I'd like to highlight is called Baycrest. This is a community near Jamboree and the 73. It's also a bit inland, but it's insanely close drive down Jamboree to the PCH and all the fun that Newport Beach has to offer. This community was built in 1986, and as you can expect, to get a 2-bed or 2-bath for about $900,000. There's about 100 units in this community, so it's a bit more intimate, which I'm kind of a fan of. I like smaller communities where you can actually get to know your neighbors and get to know the community better. The third community I'd like to highlight is the Corsica Villas. This community is also built in 1986 and super close to Baycrest, which is on Jamboree and the 73. Here you're looking at very similar pricing. You're looking at about $900 to $975 for a 2-bed and 2-bath. And again, you can cruise right down Jamboree, and you're at the PCH, Balboa Island, the Peninsula, Corona del Mar, Fashion Island. It's all really, really close. And the fourth community I'd like to highlight today is the Versailles Community. And this is one of my favorite communities when it comes to location, because it's in Newport Heights, which I've discussed about many times in different videos, but Newport Heights is basically 16th Street all the way to Kings Road, which overlooks the PCH. And this specific community is just north of Superior with really close beach access. This community is a little bit older. It's built in 1971, and it's one of the largest communities that we're talking about today with over 400 units inside. Now, the cool thing about this community is that there are lots of different price ranges. So there are homes in this community that are 1-bedroom going for the mid-6s. All the way up to about $950,000 for a 2-bedroom with about 1,000 square feet, and probably even more than $1 million for a 3-bedroom property. So if you like this community and you have a budget of over $1 million, you could probably get more space in here. But in terms of like location, this community is one of the best of all the 4 I highlighted, because it's super close to the ocean, super close to all the fun stuff. If you love the beach, if you love that vibe, this is a great community. But bottom line is guys, Newport isn't as expensive as you may have thought. In fact, I talk to people all the time and I go, you can get something in Newport for less than $1 million, and they don't believe me. So let me know in the comments, based on the information I just shared, would you live in Newport Beach or are you out? Also, what do you want to know about Newport Beach that I haven't covered? Let me know in the comments, because look, I'm making this content for you guys. And so if you have anything you want me to highlight, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a condo community, whether it's a neighborhood, whether it's information about the market, let me know in the comments. I want to make stuff that you guys want to see. I'll see you next time.